What is up, guys? Poledoo here. Welcome back to some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Last time we took on a chapter 15, the Valley of Torment lava map. We got the conversation item with Judith, and we're moving on to chapter 16. I don't know. Oh, the bridge. That's where we're going, huh?
Part 2. Silver Snow. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Resistance Army, having received reinforcements from House Daphnel in Aelel, is finally ready to unleash its invasion on the Imperial territories.
The messenger we sent to Claude has returned. It seems he will be initiating the plan immediately. We will advance when House Regan's forces move out. We will take the Great Bridge of Myrden with minimal casualties, and in doing so, initiate all-out war with the Empire. We must prepare for battle, Professor.
All right. Let's see. Oh, this is a... Okay, this is a big month. Saint Indec Day. Sure.
Yeah! I'll keep my voice.
Two people who don't matter for this run. Alright. Gotta love that. So, we do have some supports, okay. It looks like literally just one. Alright. Were there any certifications? It's been a hot minute. That's why there was no episode yesterday. Animal Crossing came out. So I have pretty much done literally nothing but Animal Crossing since it dropped. So I need to like get back into the Fire Emblem in my mind. I don't think, let's see, you're Mortal Savant. You still need to reach enough riding. You are level 30 though. Shamir is doing her thing. Catherine, I think, has enough to try. She can try for it, she just needs to hit 30. Eloise, of course, needs to hit 30. Manuela's doing her thing. Hanama needs to hit 30. Seth needs to hit 30. Okay. Looks like we're just waiting on people to hit 30 and then Cyril to get riding as our main things here. Okay. Well, I suppose let's just go ahead and get our exploration going. Well, real quick, do we have any more paralogs open? Yes. Level 35. Okay, but that lasts an entire month after this one. Okay. Those suggested levels scare the shit out of me. Not gonna lie. I mean, this one's still open for another 2 months. I think they're gonna sit there. Because our average levels are... I mean, we just looked at them, right? I mean, Byleth's 32. Balthus and Constance don't really count. They're outliers. 33, 32, 30, 33, 29, 27, 34. I mean, we're 32. This 33, we're a little under that, I would say, on average. Okay. So maybe next month we can try him. We're still waiting on Ferdinand Lysithea to open. That one I'm interested to see what level it suggests, because that one I have no idea what we're going to be up against for that one. And I think that's the only ones that we're going to get for time skip? I don't know. Oh, wait. Either way, let's get the monastery explored.
I'm sure you know this already, but House Ordelia is aligned with the Empire. They face the Empire from across a river, similar to the Gloucesters. Even so, I refuse to yield to the Empire a second time. The Empire did unthinkable things to my family, and to me. The only option here is winning. Professor, you must promise we will overcome the Empire.
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Oh, that'd be awful, just terrible. Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have to come out.
Is it true Lady Rhea was dragged off by the Imperial Army? I heard that was true. Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, They didn't take her to kill her, did they? That's good. We just gotta beat the Imperial Army and get her back, right? You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging you.
We came from the territory of House Daphne. It's not easy to leave one's home, but it had to be done. Judith asked us so earnestly, there was no way we could have refused. We can trust you, right? I'd hate to end up just another pointless death.
I'd heard of the hero of Daphne, but that was the first time I've met her in person. She's the head of a prestigious noble family, just like Claude. The Alliance nobility is so odd. Kind of, but I don't mean that in a bad way. You won't find such big-hearted nobles elsewhere. Plus, Judith can drink with the best of them. A woman after my own heart.
So Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time. Glad as I am that Judith told us. I wish we had known this 5 years ago. We spent all that time spread out over Fódlan, searching for the Archbishop and you. It was a mistake to abandon the monastery, to leave it in ruins. Now we're paying for that mistake.
5 years ago, when the Imperial Army attacked Garreg Mach, they moved with incredible speed. But in the middle of all that chaos, she still had operatives watching. The hero of Daphne's spy network is impressive. She shouldn't be taken lightly.
Count Gloucester of the Alliance is supposed to be the head of the faction that supports the Empire. That being said, the Count himself is an ardent follower of Seiros, and likely not too keen on fighting us. The commoners are also allies of the Knights. We should be able to reach Murden without incident.
The Aramid River separates the Empire and Alliance. It's the largest river in Fódlan. Sometimes it'll flood when there's lots of rain, but at least the land gets some extra water.
So, that was Judith. Just as I'd heard of her, she was an upstanding person. The same Daphne blood runs through my veins, and yet I feel as though I am nothing like her. I am but a phantom of what could be. If only I could be even half of who she is.
What used to be Ire territory lies far to the east of the Great Bridge of Murden, downstream of the Aramid River. For the sake of my family, I wish we could invade the Empire from there, but I do not have the power to advocate for that. Strategically, Murden is more important. Thank you, Professor. I will not give in. Not until I have restored my noble pride.
Judith is a wonderful person. So strong and confident as well. Looking upon her, I was sharply reminded of my mother. Very much so. Both brilliantly bright and positive, like a warm ray of light. I lost my mother long ago. I miss her desperately.
Since I'm originally from the Empire, it seems no one trusts me with any important tasks. Fine by me. Honestly, I bet they're watching my every move to make sure I can be trusted. I knew it. War makes people crazy, huh?
It looks like people are slowly starting to come back to the town. I guess they feel safe now that you and the Knights of Seiros have returned. Peddlers have become more common too, so there'll be food and supplies available. After being run down for all those years, it's really becoming livable again.
With life returning to the monastery, the unease of the church's followers is slowly abating. The number of people coming to the town church dwindled over the past 5 years, but we're seeing a resurgence. To reward and accommodate their devotion, we have to hurry and rebuild the church.
I was dead certain Judith would fight by our side as well. But since she holds a position within the Alliance, it seems she has no choice but to abstain for now. If the infighting within the Alliance came to an end, maybe she'd be able to fight with us.
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we? If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away? Really? If something happens, will you keep me safe?
The battle at ALL was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same, I wonder? Most intriguing. Yet it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to? I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
If Rhea really is in the Empire, then we must defeat the Imperial Army by any means necessary. The people at large are just as concerned for Rhea's safety as we are. The sooner we can settle all our unease, the better.
If we can suppress this Murden, we can invade into the Empire, right? I was in the Empire. Now I will be an enemy. I am having strange feelings. It is with ease that an ally turns into an enemy.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, I heard what happened at ALL. I can't believe Imperial spies have been lurking in Garreg Mach. Under my watch! But I'll make sure no more of them get in. Trust me!
Not sure what brought people back up above, but I'm glad for it. The dining hall, the greenhouse, they're all ripe for the picking again. I mean, for them. Good for them.
Huh. That lady hasn't changed a bit since I was a kid. Still intimidating as hell. What a woman. Being me, I'm not nervous or anything. I'm not sure how to approach her. That's all. My luck, she'll treat me like I'm still a kid, even though I'm clearly a full-grown adult man. If that's the angle she takes, maybe I can get some nice hugs out of this. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Invading the Empire at last, are we? I cannot still the wild palpitations in my chest. I have made myself ready to the extent that I could, but now that the day draws near, I fear that to proceed will be to abandon all hope of restoring the Imperial House of Nouvelle. Which leaves me with no choice but to appeal to you and Claude for that. My dream is in your hands.
House Daphne was kind enough to share their food with us. It may not be much in the grand scheme of things, but the gesture means a lot. The hero of Daphne is something else too, isn't she? Balthus seems pretty taken with her.
I've never met someone like Judy. She's easygoing, but at the same time, tough as nails. I bet she'd be real fun to hang out with. Judy's great, unlike that other guy, Lord what's-his-name. I can't stand people like him. People who think they're always in the right. All he did was make trouble, but he convinced himself it was for a good cause. So infuriating.
Damn. Would have thought that House Row would show up. They must have been sweating blood to get to ALL from way out there. Guess it's been a while since I left House Row, so it doesn't bother me much to have to fight them. Kinda always knew I'd be the one to take that stubborn old donkey out. I've been ready for this.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Lots of things happen down here. Lots of reports need to be reported. And for all reportable things, I'm your guy.
Can't wait to get back out there.
I've come too far to stop now.
In my pace. Growing stronger suits me.
Amazing what a little bloodshed can do.
Left. I can feel it in my bones.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
I could go another few rounds.
I have mastered this ability.
Did the goddess not mark my effort?
I'm stronger.
Are my enemies.
Seems I've improved again.
A hard life sharpens the senses.
Of course. Ugh, that's an embarrassment.
Strength and beauty. What a pair.
This wouldn't have happened in my youth.
That's life.
Peace. Growing stronger suits me.
I take nothing for granted.
It's deadly. This wouldn't have happened in my youth. I will no doubt make use of this.
Left. I can feel it in my bones.
Okay, so, it's Constance's birthday, and I noticed we have an indoor tea party. The last tea party we had was outdoor. Let's see how different things are.
We needn't stand on ceremony. You may call for me whenever you like. The cunning to have my favorite tea brewed and ready speaks well of you.
Okay, yeah, and we're like in a completely different background too.
You have my gratitude.
I wonder, is she the only one with this that has a special background here? Which is really cool if it is. Is he working together? Is he guessing someone's age? No. Fódlan's future? Yeah.
Precisely.
And then food in the dining hall. Yeah.
Yes. Ever since that fateful day when the Dagdan army took House Nouvelle's territory, I've been on my own.
Oh, the Dagdan army took it. I know it was, like, in feud with, like, that whole side of things. I don't realize the Dagdan army took it. Or, I don't know. The way I understood it was just a casualty of war. Well, I guess, in other words, if a casualty of war and the war is with Dagda. Okay. Anyways, she likes disagree, sigh, and praise. Sipti admonish, disagree. Okay, so because we're, well, one, it's this Constance, but also I believe we have an A rank with her. We should have 3 quotes to get, and let's see. Well, but all of her dialogue actually should be different, I suppose. Right?
Yes. Not at all. Oh? What was that? Oh?
Where's the... Give me joke, not... No! It's gonna... Whatever. I wanted...
Not overly sensitive, you know.
I wanted joke lines.
Oh?
We'll try, like...
Not at all. Professor!
Whatever. Let's see what we got.
Your gaze seems fixed upon me. What are you playing at?
Nothing there. It might have been because she was it was because she was stretching.
Proud House Nouvelle blood courses through my veins. Never shall it run dry.
Oh, but... Girl. Calm it down.
Your gaze seems
I guess there's only 2? Oh.
Proud House Nouvelle. Your gaze.
Okay, I guess there's only 2. I thought there was something with, like, they get a 3rd if you have an A rank with them, which we do. I don't know. End. Actually.
Yes.
Oh, let me fix this. Hold on. Alright, gave her 4 sunflowers.
I could grow accustomed to this, and that wouldn't be such a bad thing, would it?
Okay. Let's see, it's almost April. I was like, I'm thinking, like, whenever I do these, especially the monastery episodes, like, what am I gonna do for a thumbnail? We are in time skip. Is it, like... So, like, I know I waited a long time, and I was trying to avoid spoilers, but I think I was kind of... Even I waited a long time.
We're all done.
I feel like, being almost April, I think we're in a safe place to use their time skip as thumbnails now? Hopefully? Well, I guess... this will be my test. I don't know, I feel... Let's see, it came out February. So yeah, we're almost, what, a month and a half out? For a 6-chapter thing, a nice Minecraft. For a 6-month, for a 6-chapter DLC, 7 or 8 months after the game's release, I'm gonna say we're safe. in terms of that. Did Catherine? No, she didn't hit B+. Okay. Well, we're not quite done.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Because Morphous magic, okay. I'm gonna use a seminar here and pray. And I guess we'll come back. Just hold on. Let me do a seminar, go through another instruct real quick.
This experience is critical.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I understand now.
Mastery is within my grasp.
Okay, so, a lot of notable things with those instructs. Shamir's at A rank in Reason, so she now has Ragnarok. Catherine, let's see here, 87. Come on now. I think it's finally time. Hey, alright. God, she's such good colors, too.
Time to celebrate.
5 to res, okay. So there's Catherine's endgame class. Now she can, like, actually get things going. Eloise is now 30. So he can guarantee pass Wyvern Lord. Something, also notable, Balthus. He has B rank in Faith right now. And there's actually an error on the Cernus Forest website. It shows that, wherever Balthus is, shows that B rank in Faith gives him, I'm on Reason. B rank in Faith gives him Seraphim, but he already has Seraphim. And A rank was supposed to be Restore, but that's when he got Restore. So it wasn't actually as far as it needed to be. Thank God. He doesn't have to get all the way up to A rank in Faith to get his final Faith spell. But he does, well, again, it could be another mistake, but A rank in Reason is supposed to be Ragnarok. Whenever we reach B rank, I guess we will see if he gets Ragnarok or not, or we have to wait all the way to A. Not that he really attacks, but the options are there if need be, you know. Is there anything else? Let's see, Cyril. Getting better bow, 51%. He still hasn't mastered Sniper, which, I mean, doesn't really matter at the end of the day, right? Oh, unfortunate. The thing about that, too, is he doesn't have any other... I mean, I could go and get Cavalier, I guess, to help just train. I don't want to do that. I guess at this point, just gotta get Bow to A+, would be the next step in upping that percentage. But Hanneman is 32, so War Master, 67%. He does not have the A rank in Axes, but... Ah, yes! And he did hit A rank in Grappling, so we can give him the Aura Knuckles.
Of course I passed. I am a scholar.
Oh, hell yeah. He did just, master Grappler, which I have mixed I mean, I honestly, I could see us going back. After mastering War Master, I could see us going back to Grappler. Because War Master, let's see, War Master gives Fist Fair, Axe Fair, and Crit plus 20. Grappler gives Fist Fair and Unarmed Combat. The Crit plus 20 is nice. I guess it depends on what War Master's Strike does. I'm not quite sure. Because Fierce Iron Fist, being that triple punch, is really, really nice. But I guess, yeah, I guess we'll weigh War Master's Strike, which is the combat art you get for mastering War Master, versus that, and see. We have to master it anyway. But now that he's there, I'm not gonna super rush for it. Like, we're trying to, like, really focus this class. Now that he's here, we can kind of chill. In Seteth, he mastered Warrior, also hit 30, 86%. Please, Seteth. Wait, oh, I said no. Please. Yes, okay. We have to master this, get Defiant Crit, and then he is done. He can go back to Hero, and we can get Sword Boy going. And I think that's it. There's no one else. I mean, Constance, we've talked about messing with horse units with her. I mean, as a Gremory, she's doing fucking fantastic. So does she need it? No. No, not really. But it could be fun, just the added movement and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're good there. So, I mean, I have 3 more battles that I could do. I'm not gonna do them right now. It is getting late for me. I want to get this video edited and rendered for you guys. But of course, we are gonna get some supports. I do have a good bit because between the battles we just did, and then I spent some renown to finish or add some of the supports that we were taking a while to get. So let's get it started. Ferdinand and Constance A.
You there.
Ah, is there something I can do for you, Constance?
Is there something you can do? Of course there is.
Well, what is it?
It ought to be plain.
I do not follow. Please, clarify what you mean.
I was like, yeah, you haven't said anything,
Have you
Constance.
forgotten the day I revealed to you my silly little dream? If you weren't paying attention, I shall be cross.
Oh, yes. You must be referring to the oblique request you made concerning peaks and valleys. Not seeing a peak ahead of you, you hoped I might help lift you out of your lowly
Precisely. You've summed it up completely. Now that you know of what I speak, I want you to forget it immediately. Act as if you heard nothing.
Okay.
You want me to forget the occasion you just asked me to remember. I see. Before I discard this memory entirely, might I be so bold as to ask why?
Is it not obvious? I don't want my weakness bandied about. I vowed to restore House Nouvelle through my own grand achievement. Just as I would not abandon this dream, I would not accept it being handed to me. Though if I am to be quite honest, the real reason is that letting you in on this vulnerability was an indiscretion I won't repeat.
I see. What a curious situation.
I don't take your meaning.
The hand of fate stripped everything from me, leaving me vulnerable and exposed. To borrow your words, I was in a valley, and a thick shroud of fog obscured the peak before me. Now, the cloud has lifted a bit, and I can see a glimpse of what lies ahead.
Can you get this support in Crimson Flower? Because this seems very Silver Snow specific, considering this whole, you know, he's had everything taken from him. I mean, I suppose his dad is still taken from him in Crimson Flower, but... Huh.
And what, dare I ask, do you see?
There is a towering cliff for you to scale, and a long, rocky path lying ahead of me. Rather than ascending separately, we can join hands and face these obstacles together. Then, we can reach the heights of our forebears. Or, dare I say, even higher.
Even higher, you say? Now you remind me once more of the boy I knew. I have but one concern.
And what might that be?
That I shall outpace your laggardly efforts.
Huh? I was being sincere, you know.
Bless. I like that. I like how that ended. Especially, again, if this is possible to get in Crimson Flower, it would be so out of place and not make a whole lot of sense if you haven't seen Silver Snow, which would have been the case in my end if, you know, we grabbed the Ashen Wolves for that run. But okay. Wow. Both working to restore their house together. Linhardt and Flane B.
Flane, I have another question for you, if you please.
Another one, Linhardt? When will you leave me in peace?
A breakthrough has been made concerning your crest. A major crest of Saint Sethlene, correct?
Well, yes. I've been trying to keep that quiet.
Part of my interest on this topic is that I possess a minor crest of Sethlene myself.
I am aware.
Possessing a minor crest is uncommon, but not rare among the noble families. However, a major crest of Sethlene, that is beyond rare.
Oh, is it?
I am quite curious as to why you were born with such a rare major crest. Given that mine is a minor crest of the same type, it's possible that you and I are distant relations.
You and I related? I am quite certain that is not the case.
Oh, do you have access to a detailed ancestry? That could be a most useful tome.
No, I do not. However...
A shame. Oh, to explore one's lineage and investigate such possibilities. Alas, the odds of your being a direct descendant of Saint Sethlene are quite low. The prevailing theory among respectable scholars is that Saint Sethlene died, having never married.
It's true she's unmarried. Was unmarried. That is. I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not a descendant of Saint Sethlene. Of this, I can assure you.
I mean, I guess that's not a lie.
While I do not subscribe to your absolute certainty, I do agree your relation to her is highly unlikely. Yet there is some connection between yourself and Saint Sethlene.
What was that you were mumbling to yourself?
Nothing. My apologies. Simply thinking aloud. I do hope we can continue this discussion sometime.
He always acts so oddly. It makes me ill at ease.
Huh, this is a really weird one. Okay, well, there's one more to see for that. But Linhardt and Catherine. Okay, this one started really good. Let's see where it goes. Linhardt asking Catherine to use her sword.
About Thunderbrand.
Oh, here we go.
I said my position would not change. Go home. You're not getting your hands on Thunderbrand.
I was not asking to, so stop being so overprotective. I have a different request today.
Oh, so you're nagging about something else. Just so you know, constant badgering isn't a very attractive quality.
I would appreciate it if you would use Thunderbrand somewhere that I might observe it in action. Since you have denied me the simplest path to my enlightenment, I decided instead that I should closely observe the relic in use.
Linhardt, the hero's relics aren't showpieces. I only use Thunderbrand when I need its power. I won't waggle it around for your entertainment. You know, even though it's compatible with my crest, it still takes its toll on me. Every time I use it, it wears away at my soul. Not that you'd understand.
Of course I don't understand. I've never used it.
Watch your tone. Remember who you're talking to.
Why are you so unwilling to let me study Thunderbrand in any manner? I wish to be a true crest scholar. Learning all there is to know about the hero's relics is my duty. I could learn a great deal by using a relic myself, even if that did mean endangering my life, yet you deny me the opportunity. Scholars who will not endanger their lives in pursuit of knowledge are worthless.
Oh, well, goddamn, okay, what a take.
Scholars should be willing to lose their lives?
In a word, yes, which makes it all the more frustrating that you refuse my attempts at study. But I can't seem to convince you, so just forget all about it. Your bullheadedness wins the day, Catherine. I'll go ask someone else. If only I could use the sword of the Creator. Without a crest stone, it won't respond. I wonder how it is that the professor can use it. The only explanation that makes any sense is... Could it be?
He wants so badly to study crests, he'd risk his own life. That's impressive. I underestimated your tenacity, Linhardt. But I have to protect you from yourself.
This is okay. There's like a really especially with that last bit, there's an underlying like really good conversation to be had there. But the back and forth sass, Jesus Christ. Ooh, Caspar and Shamir A. Let's see how this ends.
You fought well in that battle. You've improved.
I couldn't have done it without you.
True.
What? Come on. You're supposed to disagree and compliment me instead.
Fine. In the past, you were reckless. Lately, you are less so. You are more considerate of your allies,
and much easier to fight alongside.
Whoa, now that's enough. Getting compliments from you is kinda weird.
What?
But I get what you mean. I feel safer on the battlefield when you're out there with me too. I always trust that you've got my back. I guess we make a good team.
I can't disagree.
Hey, do you remember that time I saved you and almost got myself killed? You were pretty mad. That actually had a big impact on me. After that, I decided I had to be able to save you without getting hurt myself. So I started paying more attention. I read your movements in battle and stayed out of your way. Before I knew it, it was almost like I could read your mind.
An interesting concept. We have become a very efficient team, but you will never understand my thoughts.
Not true. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Then prove it. What am I thinking right now?
Right now? Let's see. You're thinking that I'm a reliable ally in battle, and you'd like to keep fighting by my side. And you think we're connected. Yeah, that's right. Even though we come from different places, you feel a bond. That was all just wishful thinking, wasn't it? I guess I'll never know what's actually going on in your head.
Wishful thinking?
Huh? Oh, I probably said too much.
You did indeed.
If you'll excuse me, I gotta go find a hole to bury my head in.
Don't worry, your wishes aren't so far from the truth. Now, shall we be off?
Huh? What do you mean? Shamir, wait!
Huh. Okay. That one was kind of cute. Oh, this is the final Yuri support. Ingrid and Yuri.
Finally, you've arrived. I was beginning to get impatient. Have a seat.
What are you on about?
I'm not on about anything. Let's have dinner together, Yuri.
What is this? Did you make it?
I did. It's a simple dish. My culinary skills are fairly basic.
Hold on. What exactly is this about?
You cook for me, I cook for you. That's how this works. It may not be quite as elegant a meal as that of a Drestian or Leicester cuisine, but the food of Fargus is delicious nonetheless.
Thank you for the meal.
Okay, I was like, this is
lovely,
a
Ingrid.
really long black screen.
The flavors were nostalgic. Reminded me of when I lived with my mother and the Elder. I was actually born in a poor town in Fargus. The flavors in this dish remind me of those days. Sorry. I didn't mean to compare a meal made by nobility with the meager food I grew up eating.
No offense taken. To tell the truth, although my house is a noble one, it's also lacking in money. Our territory was struck by famine, and we ate whatever the land gave us, which wasn't much. We took what we could, just like everyone.
I see. Well, I must say that your cooking is quite to my taste. Any meal made with so much thought and care is bound to be delicious.
Why, thank you. High praise indeed, from someone who knows their way around a kitchen.
To survive in this world means to sharpen many skills, whether it's cooking or anything else, really. Although I've got to say, I do enjoy cooking. And if my meals can bring a smile to someone's face, all the better. Celebrating victories with friends, sitting around a table with loved ones, watching someone enjoy the meal I made them. Few things bring me more joy.
Have you ever considered giving up being the Lord of the Underworld and becoming a chef instead?
Lord of the Underworld.
A chef, huh? You know, that doesn't sound half bad.
If you ever do, I'd come to your restaurant and eat whatever you'd whipped up every day.
I'd like that very much. I'd work extra hard so I could see that lovely smile of yours.
You are just too much. I can hardly maintain my composure around you.
Did I say something wrong?
Not at all, Yuri. Not at all.
Huh. I do agree. I think when we started this support, there was a comment that mentioned, I don't know why this support isn't with Ash, whenever Ash is the one connected with House Row, and that's kind of how it started. And then it just took a complete different turn, and they said, fuck the Count Road, storyline. It was just food, Ingrid, romantic thing. I don't know. Like, it was nice, I guess, but it's the way it started and the way it ends are like completely two completely different topics. But yeah, I don't know, that's weird. And then Yuri has no support at all with Ash, supposedly. So, yeah, I don't know. Very strange. How many more supports we got? You know what? Let's get these 2 Seteth supports. Or, you know what? Let's do the 2 Hilda supports, and then we'll save the rest for a later time. I don't want this to be too long. So yeah, we'll knock out Hilda with Seteth and Balthus.
Oh, it's Seteth. I'd better slip away before he...
Ah, I see you are indulging in a bit of reading. You are fond of books, I take it?
Yes, reading's one of my favorite pastimes. I was just finishing up, actually, so I think I'll...
That is most fortuitous.
Oh, no.
Fortuitous? How do you figure?
Come with me. I have a story to share with you. Once upon a time, deep in the cold mountains, there lived a lazy fox and an industrious squirrel. The squirrel worked tirelessly all day long, while the fox did nothing but lounge around and play. When autumn came, the squirrel hurriedly gathered up acorns for the winter. But the fox continued to play without a care. A biting winter fell upon the land. The mountains, caked in snow, concealed all nourishment from sight. The hungry fox went to the squirrel's dwelling, but the squirrel had locked up tight and gone to sleep. Every so often, the squirrel would wake, enjoy a nibble of an acorn, and then return to an easy slumber. The fox, on the other hand, with nowhere else to turn, was forced to scrounge for food in the bitter cold of the forest. Forlorn and hungry, he wandered in solitude all through the winter, until spring came once more. And so it is to this very day that foxes are denied the comforts of hibernation.
Ah, I really learned something about foxes. I read lots of fairy tales like that when I was little. But the lazy fox and the industrious squirrel, huh? That one I don't think I've heard before.
That is not surprising, considering I wrote it.
Oh?
Oh, you wrote it?
I did. When Flame was young, she loved fairy tales more than anything. I would read them to her often. This one, however, is a more recent creation. I wrote it for the benefit of the children in the monastery. So, what do you think? I'm curious to hear what sort of impression it made on you.
It's so cute.
You found it to be cute?
His face, like, you fucking what?
I can just see it now. You writing fairy tales for your little sister. That's just the cutest thing.
That is adorable. But that's not what he asked you, Hilda.
Honestly, to me, you usually come across as stern and overly perceptive. But now I know you have a sweet side, too. I feel like I'm seeing you in a whole new light.
That is not what I was hoping to hear.
But almost held on that one. I like seeing that side of Seta. Okay. Balthus and Hilda B.
Whoa! Easy there, big guy. I'm fragile, you know.
Stand back, Hilda. I've got this.
Whew. Thanks for the help, Balti. Are you okay?
Want this? It's nothing. Oh!
Ouch! You didn't have to do that, you know. I didn't ask you to get yourself beaten up. If I thought I might have to break a sweat, I'd have gotten out of there myself.
I know, but I can't help but worry when I see you in a tight spot. Pulse told me to keep an eye on you and all. It's the least I can do.
Huh. I didn't realize you were still in touch with my brother.
No, this was ages ago. Told me if anything happened to him, it was up to me to look after you.
What could possibly happen to Holst? He's indestructible.
He's pretty self-destructive. Mushrooms, you know.
True, but what would he think if I let you get hurt when I could have saved you? Not on my watch, pal.
Ha! Good point. He'd kill you.
It's a real concern. I may be the renowned king of grappling, but I still wouldn't want to take on Holst.
tear you to pieces. But if you did get killed trying to protect me, Holst would be crushed. Not as crushed as if something happened to me, but still, we'd be broken up about it.
Maybe so. But in that case, at least he wouldn't think I'd messed up. As much as I believe in Holst, he also believes in me. Because of that, I won't ever let him down. And on that note, even if you think I'm in over my head, don't worry about it. I'd like for you to believe in me too.
I can't stop worrying about you on command. That's not how worrying works.
Very true.
Fair. But I do what I do because I want to. If it lands me beneath the dirt sooner than later, well, save your tears for my funeral.
Ugh, I hate when people talk about death like it's no big deal. Try to keep your stupid heart beating, all right?
Okay, does this one end with an A or is this an A+? Because I think one of the two we just did. Oh, the one with Seteth is an A+. Ooh, okay, so 2 more there. I like it. But yeah, I think we'll keep the remaining however many are sitting here. For, I guess... We're not doing a paralogue, so I guess not next episode, but the episode after, the next monastery. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Some nice supports, nice unit progress. And I guess there are 3 battles left. I'm just gonna do them on my own time. We pretty much have everyone where we need to be, just refine it. If I can, I would love to master Wyvern Lord with Seteth and just get him to hero ASAP. If I can do that, I'm absolutely going to. But either way, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.